This needs to stop. Mass shootings in this country need to stop. By now, you probably already heard that 19, before my initial posting live here on YouTube, now the body count has risen to 19 people. 18 children, 1 teacher killed in that school in Texas. All of them dead for no reason at all. It needs to stop. Now, we already got reports that the shooter is dead. Namrod. But the problem is still going to be there. And I'm trying not to make this political. I really am not. And it shouldn't be. But as long as the Republican Party is beholden to gun lobbyists instead of the American people, this will not end. 19 lives were lost. And I had a small glimmer of hope from Greg Abbott, governor of Texas, thinking that he had some sliver of humanity. They would get away from the right-wing gun-handling BS and start acting like an American governor. But those hopes were dashed when I found out that he's going to be speaking at the NRA convention in Houston, Texas, alongside Texas Senator Ted Fled Cruz, Dan Crenshaw, and of course, everyone's favorite Lord and Master, Donald Trump. This has to stop. As long as Republicans are beholden to the NRA, the gun lobbyists, it won't end. This should not have happened. This didn't need to happen. This didn't have to happen. As much as everyone hates him, President Biden said something during his speech that really touched me personally.
To lose a child is like having a piece of your soul ripped away. There's a hollowness in your chest. You feel like you're being sucked into it and never going to be able to get out. Suffocating. It's never quite the same. It's a feeling shared by the siblings and the grandparents and the family members and the community that's left behind. Scripture says, Jill and I have talked about this in different contexts, in other contexts. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. So many crushed spirits. So tonight, I ask the nation to pray for them, to give the parents and siblings the strength in the darkness they feel right now.
Why are we not hearing words like this from pro-lifers out there? Why are we not hearing pro-lifers say things like that? From ministers like Greg Locke, who are just aching for a civil war in this country. Why are we not hearing this from men of God? Like Joshua Fierstein, who posted this on his Facebook page, arm the teachers. That's all. No prayers for the victims. No prayers for the city the school in the city that this shooting took place in. Nothing. That shows me two things. That they don't care, and they obviously don't want to care. All I'm trying to say is that this has got to stop. To stop with these me-mouth excuses as to why we can't stop this and actually do something about it. I'm not saying ban all guns from law-abiding citizens, because that's not going to help. I'm saying make the effort to do something. This has nothing to do with winning or losing on the right or the left, although the right wing wants us to believe otherwise. The effort matters to me. If they do everything they can to protect people, regardless of how they do it or why, I'll still support them, regardless if they're Republicans or Democrats. This shouldn't be a political issue. It should be a saving lives issue. But you Republicans have made it an issue that's non-existent. Lives were lost in the last 2 weeks. When are you going to step up and fight for the lives that we have now in this world walking around? Until you do, you have blood on your hands. And for the politicians who are planning to speak at the NRA convention in Houston, I'm going to make this something very clear. Any person who takes money from the NRA from this point forward, you are fully responsible for every shooting that happens. Because we know that the NRA is not going to allow any gun legislation to happen. And I'm getting sick and tired of gun nuts using the same old excuse, why don't we ban cars? Cars kill people. That's a cop-out. It's just gotta stop. And if you can notice, I'm holding back some tears right now because this is just so wrong. And quite honestly, the question I have for every single gun nut out there who is fighting this thing, fighting the struggle to try and stop these things from happening, the question remains the same. Whether we're your child in a school like that, whether it was your son, your daughter, your niece, your nephew, what then? Are you still going to make excuses, or are you going to help do something about it? Talking to one Facebook Trump supporter out there, he's already made his position very clear. He's going to do nothing, even after his kid is killed. Maybe kids might be killed. That's sad. No, it's tragic. It's disastrous. When you cease to care about human life in this world, you become the monster you accuse the other side of being. It has to stop. And I pray that it does stop. There's an old saying that the night is always darkest before the dawn. And trust me, thanks to situations like this, we are in the dark. But I'm naive enough, stupid enough, and if you want to label me politically, I'm liberal enough to hope for the light. For all of us. CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.